Good afternoon. I want to talk with you briefly about R.Kelly. R.Kelly was indicted. R.Kelly was arrested. They did not have to go get him. He turned himself in last night. He has a 10-count indictment against him. The law says I'm innocent until proven guilty. But we know how the system works. And I'm finna go somewhere with this because I kind of got a little pissed off. In a lot of cases, we have to use the word alleged until it is proven that that person did commit said crime. It's up to the state. The burden of proof is on the state. But here's what the law says. Some things are at the judge's discretion. It's kind of like when the police stop you for speeding or something. Some things they can charge you for. They can take you to jail for. They could write you a ticket. Or they could just let you go. Some things are at the officer's discretion. And what happens in those cases sometimes depends upon how you carry yourself. Now, the charges against R.Kelly, we all know these are some very serious charges. It's no different than it was 2 decades ago. The attorney, Michael, whatever his name is, the last name, I'm listening to him go off. I'm listening to him say some very derogatory, diabolical things about R. Kelly. Basically, what he has done, he has held court proceedings in the middle of the hall with the media because he is pissed because R. Kelly was granted a bail. When you become an attorney, when you pass the bar, you know about due process of the law. A lot of things that are on the books, you may not be in agreement with them, but it's there. It's the law. And the judge and the lawyer must follow the law. R. Kelly charges gave the judge the discretion to say no bail or yes, I will grant bail. The prosecution, it was a no bail arrest warrant. The prosecution can ask that, can insist that, but ultimately, who is it left up to? The judge. Everybody know R. Kelly. Everybody know R. Kelly. Me, even with the allegations against him, I wanted him to be granted bail. I don't want him to just sit there in prison. Terrible crimes. I agree. But I just didn't want him to have to sit in prison. The judge granted him $1 million bail. So the attorney is pissed. He damn near knocked the mics over. This is wrong. He's got to. You just tried and convicted him in less than 5 minutes. And the law said you can't do that. And you know better than that because you're an attorney. If you pissed, be pissed with the system. They said R. Kelly could have a bail. You don't come and degrade him because the judge granted him bail. That's why you all have filed charges against R. Kelly. To prove that he did this and he did that. You do that in the courtroom, not outside of the courtroom because you unhappy because the judge granted him $1 million bail. So here's my point. When you pick up one end of the stick, you have to pick up the other end of the stick. If you want justice on this end, then you have to accept justice on the other end. And the judge said, I'm going to grant R. Kelly a bail. R. Kelly, I'm going to order you to turn over your passport. You have to accept that. You have to accept that. I don't hear nobody, I mean nobody, saying a damn thing about the parents. Nobody saying nothing about the parents. Because I will go to my damn grave knowing the parents, some of the parents, not all of them, some of the parents was pimping their damn children out. Stop the bullshit. Stop saying what social media wants you to hear. Tell it like it is. Not all the parents, but some of the parents knew what was going on because they pimped their daughters out to R.Kelly and he gave them money and paid their damn bills. And now some of them are only coming forth because it's out in the open once again. Round 2, here we go. So if you really are for justice, what you should have done in the indictments when you're sitting there getting it together, well, this case here, we already tried him on this one, and he was acquitted. You can't put that in there to try to sweeten the deal, but you did. So if you was for right, you said, let's go by it. The law said it's going to be double jeopardy. Well, we'll deal when we get in the courtroom. No. Don't put it in there, but you did. Now, if you want justice, then you must be ready to accept justice and quit whining like a little bitch because they gave R. Kelly a bail. Won't you go and ask some of them parents, well, what did you think when your child was gone for 1-2 years? Never attending school. I didn't know what it was at. And they said R. Kelly, but I could never get in. Nobody's raising hell about them. Nobody. R. Kelly couldn't have pulled this off by himself. By no means, because some people understand the shock. Don't go and say that I'm condoning what R. Kelly is accused of doing, because I'm not. What I'm saying is that we follow the law on this end, then we follow the law on this end. You have to accept what the judge hands down. If it's a guilty verdict, it is what it is. If it's a not guilty verdict, it is what it is. If it's a bail, it is what it is. If it's no bail, it is what it is. It's as simple as that. We can't get it our way all the damn time. This is nothing new. This stuff goes back 10 years. 10, 20, 2 decades. This is nothing new. The only thing that's somewhat new is a VHS tape that some attorney said he has been had in his possessions for a long time. Why? What the hell? Whoever had the damn tape for this long, what were you doing with it? Were you masturbating off of it? What were you doing with it? And why are you bringing it up now? Hidden agendas. Hidden agendas. You can't have it your way all the time. And for the attorney to come out there and just talk about R. Kelly like he's just a dog. He's nothing. The only difference between him and R. Kelly is that we know what R. Kelly has done or have been accused of. We don't know about your stuff. Everybody's got some skeletons in the closet. Everybody's got a secret that they don't want the next person next to them to know about. You don't come out in public and prosecute R. Kelly and sentence him outside of a damn courtroom because you pissed about the judge granting him bail. You did know that was a possibility, right? You passed the bar, right? You do know that there was a strong possibility that this would happen. You have to uphold and accept justice on every end. And we all know just because something is legal, written in law, legal does not always mean right. So if you are unhappy with something, then you challenge the system to look at that law again. This is wrong. Take it to them. Don't come out and convict the man with street justice. Who the hell are you? It sounds like you got a hidden agenda. That's what it sounds like. Because you're kicking and screaming like dumb Donald, dumb jackass Trump, the one that's impersonating the damn president. Because he dumb as a box of damn rocks. I can't stand it. So, if it sounds like I'm pissed, well, that's an understatement. You find R. Kelly guilty, whatever punishment the judge and the state feel is acceptable and the victims and their families, then that's it. You accept it and you go on. When the judge hands down bail, okay, they granted him a bail. I didn't want him to get bail, but he got bail. And you go on and you leave it at that. That's why you had him arrested That's why you had him indicted, so you could try him in the courtroom, not in the damn streets because you upset because the judge granted him a bail. I want to know how long you been had the damn tape. Why did you turn it in now? Why did you take it to CNN first? Why you just didn't take it to the authorities? You're questionable too. The parents knew. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of the parents knew what was going on. They was pimping their kids out to R.Kelly. A lot of these was poor black girls from the ghetto, from the projects, didn't have shit. And R.Kelly, the Pied Piper, look up the term the Pied Piper, see what it means. Self-proclaimed Pied Piper. Listen to his songs. He's telling you who he is. He's telling you who he is. He's telling you. But you're not raising no fucking concern about the parents not being parents to their children. Instead of being parents to the children, they were pimps to the children. And again, not all parents, but I promise you some of them knew. Some of them knew because R. Kelly took care of them. And he took care of them well. Don't be surprised if some more indictments be handed down soon. It ain't over yet. I'm happy that they gave R. Kelly a bail. Yes, I am. I'm happy that they gave him a bail. I'm not condoning what he's accused of, but I'm happy that the brother was given a bail. Report me on Facebook. I don't give a damn. Bye.